Hello there! Central Minnesota is not a great place to be if you want to participate in a large Comic-Con event. However, over the last couple of years, we have had a nice little event at a local shopping mall. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 202, the QuadCon Comic and Toy Show in St. Cloud, Minnesota, April 2024. I first attended a QuadCon Comic and Toy Show a year ago when one was held at Crossroads Shopping Center in St. Cloud. It was fun checking out the different vendors early Saturday morning. And I found a few items to add to my Star Wars collection. Unfortunately, I missed the one in the fall, but they came back again this spring. In fact, April 13th and 14th. So I decided to check it out again. Over 50 vendors, artists, and authors were in attendance. I walked around the mall twice, the first time just to see what was available, the second time to buy stuff. Let me show you what I found. Of course, we've got to do that after the trivia question, right? And of course, I do invite you once again to like the video and subscribe to the channel. But today's question, once again, comes from the Star Wars Quiz Whiz book. And this one is from episode 4, so A New Hope. And the question is, what does a droid's motivator do? What does a droid's motivator do? The answer to that question will come later on in the video. Well, like I said, when I went there this last weekend, I walked around Crossroads twice. The first time just to check things out, and I got to talk to some of the vendors, talk to a couple of the authors, and just kind of felt things out, see what was all there. The second time I went around, I started buying stuff. Now, this stuff is not new stuff. It's not stuff you would currently find in Walmarts and Targets. No, I think pretty much all of this stuff is 10 plus years old, if not older. So you might have fun watching this one. And yes, pretty much all of these are action figures, just the normal 3 3/4 inch action figures. Some of them I do already have in my collection. Other ones I wasn't sure, so I decided to buy them anyway. And if I've got them, well, I guess I got a double. But I didn't want to take the chance because they're not so easy to come by anymore. So I tell you what, first of all, we'll push this one off to the side. And let's cover the ones that I bought that were at the booth from Granite City Comics, which is where I go to buy my comic books. They had a nice big booth there, hundreds, if not thousands of comic books for sale. And they had just come across a batch of action figures that they recently got a hold of. And before he took the time to really put a value on everything, he just decided to bring them to the show, put them at $10 each, and that was it. No questions asked. So all these figures were 10 bucks a piece. So what did I pick up? Well, a lot of them are from the Power of the Force series of action figures. And as we can see with this one, it's C-3PO. Now, like I said, a lot of these I think I do have, but I don't know how many I have with the flash card or the flashback photo. And I also noticed this C-3PO is a dirty C-3PO. He's been around the mill a few times. In fact, this is probably one from Tatooine after he fell down in the desert after the Tusken Raiders attacked. Like I said, I wasn't sure if I had this one. It does have a removable arm. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get it just in case. And if I do have it, hey, great. One thing I do like about these, not only do you get the flashback card, you also get a nice little thing on the back here that has a before and after shot. In other words, an early shot and, well, I guess you could say a prequel shot to a original series shot. Someday, I'm going to have to dig these out and take a look. And yes, I do have a lot of Power of the Force figures. They're just still pretty buried in the other room yet. But someday I do hope to get these out and take a look, and when I do, we'll find out whether I have that one or not. The next one I have here is Princess Leia. Or as it says in the card, Princess Leia in ceremonial dress with Medal of Honor. Now this one I am pretty sure that I do have this action figure already. But once again, I wasn't sure if I had it with the flashback card. So I decided I'm going to get this one. Now one thing with this one, if we look at the back of the card, we can see it's got Princess Leia and Padme Amidala on there. So there again, original series to prequel series. And overall, the figure looks pretty cool. I do like that figure. But of course, I do like most figures, don't I? The next one we have is E202. After all, we got C-3PO. It's kind of nice to get his companion to go along with it. And as we look with this one, he comes with a launching lightsaber, which is kind of a nice little extra bit there. And if we look at the back of the card again, we see that we've got, once again, prequel versus original. But the thing I really like about this one is if we look at the little sticker here, it says this one originally sold for $5.99. So yeah, I paid $10 for it, which is by today's standards, that's a good deal because today's figures are in that $16, $17 range now. So I didn't think that was a bad deal. And besides, it has a launching lightsaber. When do you see today's action figures do anything like that anymore? You're lucky if you get a couple accessories with them nowadays. The fourth one I have in this bag is Aunt Beru. And I like the accessories with this one. We have the service droid that she comes with, and of course, the blue milk mug and cup, or container and cup, I should say. And of course, flashback photo. You notice I've been getting the flashback photos with these. On the back, we have Aunt Beru and Shmi Skywalker. That one's got a thick card to it too, as you can see. A lot thicker than even R2-D2 is about the same thickness. Princess Leia is kind of thin, but she doesn't come with a nice accessory like a service droid. Okay, so that took care of one bag. The other bag has 5 figures in it. So let's continue with the flashback cards. And here we have Yoda with cane and boiling pot. A good looking figure. In addition to the boiling pot, it looks like he's got a little pedestal or something there. I'm not sure exactly what that's for. But there again, we got the flashback card, which is what I really wanted it for. Because I don't think I have a whole lot of these. I'm going to be a little upset if all of a sudden I have most of these. But like I said, done over. Can't do much about it anymore. On the back, once again, prequel versus original. Let's find out what next. Next we have Chewbacca. And actually, this is the one that first caught my attention. Because this is the Chewbacca from Hoth with his bowcaster rifle. And it's the snow on the fur here that caught my attention. It's not your basic Chewbacca, which is brown fur everywhere. This one, he is snow covered. And I could not for the life of me think if I had a snow covered Chewbacca. It's been a long time since I've looked at these. Once again, it is the flashback card, so I'm kind of keeping the theme going here. And on the back, we have Hoth Chewbacca, but instead of Chewbacca from the prequel, because of course we don't have Chewbacca in the prequel, except for the next movie, because these came out about the time the Phantom Menace came out. Instead, we got a Wookiee senator on the back here. So I'm hoping that I don't have this one. It'd be nice to have one good one that I didn't already have in my collection. The next one we have is another one that caught my... Well, no, I don't want to do this one yet. I guess we will do this one. Would be Lax Sivrock. You remember the Wolfman from the Cantina on Mos Eisley. Of course, he got removed later on, but this one is a power of the Force with the slide. Yep, depending on when you were buying action figures, you could get a flashback card, you could get a slide, and this is actually a slide from the movie. It does have a little opening in the card in the back, so you can actually hold it up to the light and see the scene, which happens to be this picture. So I thought that was kind of neat. I'm pretty sure I have that one, but I like that character, so I decided to get another one. And I think it's pretty much the same with this one. I'm pretty sure I have 8D8 here. But there again, because it is a droid, you can't really have too many droids. And this, of course, is the torture droid from Jabba's palace. So I thought this would be a good one to get again. Besides, it's got the slide. And like I said, the slides and the flashcards are what make them a little different from each other. So I'm hoping that when I do dig out the other ones, that I'm actually filling a few holes with the carded figures. Not the figures themselves, but the cards. Now, there's one other figure that I bought from here that does not come from the Power of the Force series. Nope, this one is from Shadows of the Empire. And I know I have pretty much the whole set of action figures from the Shadows of the Empire line. But when I saw this one, I thought, you know what? Prince Sizor, gotta have him. Even if I've got him before, I've got to have him. And I know I have him in the 2-pack comic pack, where you had 2 action figures with the comic of the characters. One thing about these is there was kind of like a recipe card on the back that had facts and figures about that character, which is kind of nice. So there are the action figures I bought from Granite City Comics, their booth when I was there. Like I said, $10 a piece, so it wasn't too bad. I pretty much stayed under budget. I did go there with a budget. So let's get these out of the way and see what I bought from another vendor. You know what? I don't remember the name of the vendor that I bought these from. He had a very large booth there, or he and she. I think it was a married couple that had it. They had a lot of different things. Not only Star Wars stuff, but a lot of different franchises. And there was a lot of stuff there that I would have liked to buy. But like I said, I had a budget. I wanted to stay within my budget. And no Power of the Force for these. Nope. In fact, 2 things I bought were just single action figures. And then I bought a deluxe figure and a set of figures. Well, the first one here, and again, $10 for the figures. So the first one we have here is one that caught my eye because this one I don't think I have. I do not recall this action figure at all when I was collecting these. So if I do have this one, I'm going to be real surprised because I don't have any recollection of this one. But it's Vader's medical droid, which is a 3-legged droid and just looks really, really weird. You look at this thing and yeah, this is a very different looking droid. And as we can see behind him, he does come with a base so that he can stand. Because with those 3 skinny legs, I have a feeling he may not be the most sturdy droid standing. So I think he would need the base to really stand up properly. But I don't think I have this one. So I was kind of happy to see this one, especially for $10. And granted, maybe I could have got it for $5 online. But then you add in the shipping and mailing and everything, probably end up being $15 for most of the merchants. The other one I bought here, I'm pretty sure I have this one already, but it's a clone. It's a clone pilot. You can never have too many clones. And this clone pilot comes with a firing cannon. So that's always an extra little bonus that you can get for an action figure is when you get a nice accessory with it. And Hasbro, if you're listening, which I know you're not, but put some nice accessories with the action figures again and make it worth the $17 that you're charging. So 2 nice action figures for Revenge of the Sith. One I don't think I have. The other one I'm pretty sure I have. The next one I have is an action figure in vehicle. And here again, $10. Just the price alone caught my attention on this one. And as we can see, this is also from Shadows of the Empire. It's a swoop vehicle with a swoop trooper figure. And from the looks of the back of the box here, fire high impact proton torpedoes. I don't think I have this one. I do not remember a figure like this from way back when. And of course, I'm getting older. My memory isn't quite as good as it used to be. But I'm hoping this one filled a void in my collection, just like this did. So there again, I don't think that was bad, where you got the vehicle and the action figure for 10 bucks. Now the last one I have here, I don't think I have. And if I do, well, I got two of them. But I didn't want to take the chance and pass this one up. I did pay $40 for this one, but it is Watto's box. So we have 3 action figures in this one, with one very large action figure. If we look at what we have here, we've actually got Watto, we've got Shaka, which is the Twi'lek there, and we have Graxel Kelvine, which is probably about twice as large as all other action figures are, except for maybe Wookiees. But I do not recall having Graxel as part of my collection. So I thought, well, 40 bucks for a 3-pack nowadays is pretty cheap. $40 for an old one? Well, it's probably more than what it would have been bought originally for. But like I said, I don't think I have it, so I think I was able to fill in another hole of my collection. Well, that pretty much takes care of what I bought at QuadCon Comic and Toy Show at Crossroads Shopping Mall in August 2024. What do you think? Did I do a good job? Do you have all these action figures? Like I said, I'm hoping that I filled a few holes. But now we're getting to the end of the video, so it's time to go over that trivia question. Once again, the question is, what does a droid's motivator do? The 4 choices are: A, allows it to speak; B, motivates it to obey humans; C, converts energy into mechanical motion; or D, converts energy into the ability to process. So once again, what does a droid's motivator do? Does it allow it to speak, motivate it to obey humans, convert energy into mechanical motion, or convert energy into the ability to process? Well, the question is number 249, and I'm not sure, so I'm kind of guessing on this one. I'm going to say C. Right. I was correct. The answer is converts energy into mechanical motion, which is why R5D4 blew, when he blew its motivator, it basically just stopped and quit moving. Well, thank you for watching the video again. I do appreciate it when you stop by and share my goodies with me. Don't forget to share this with a friend, especially if they like the older action figures. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of what I picked up here. Until next time, may the Force be with you, and have fun when you keep collecting.